Welcome everybody to Ride. I am Noden, your host as always. So this is a new series here on the Games We Play channel. It's one that I've been looking forward to, and as some of you may know, this is in fact something I am kind of repeating. I actually recorded an hour of this game already. I've restarted it for the benefit of the series, but yeah, I had some problem with my recording software. It wouldn't allow me to render the video that I had recorded, so I was kind of like up a creek without a paddle. So I'm coming back to it, so I've got a little bit more experience in the game, so I can share some of that experience. At least it gives me a little bit more of a view of the game, which is good because this is a game that has some concerning views here and there. And, yeah, anyways. So I've created my character here, this handsome devil. Not that handsome, not that devilish. I have bought this motorcycle to our right, this beautiful blue Triumph Street Triple 675. I myself own a Daytona 675R, so I'm familiar-ish with the bike. I got it because I like Triumphs. That's pretty much it. And, there's no clear advantage to picking either of the other two bikes. The other two bikes that are available early on like this are the Monster and the Yamaha MT-07, and they're both so down on performance. I don't understand. Oh, I wanted to do something. I just remembered. I remembered. Back, please. We wanted to go to options. We wanted to go to audio, we wanted to go to race music, and just turn that right off, because that is unbelievably annoying. I almost always play these games with, like, all the HUD stuff turned off, and, like, all the ideal trajectory stuff turned off. I've got the ideal trajectory left on in corners, I believe, in this game, solely because the tracks aren't tracks that that you've raced before in other games. It's not like you're going to be going around Misano, 1 week and then Donington the next or something like that. Actually, I think Donington is in this game, come to think of it, but they're not tracks is what I'm saying. So it's important to have the racing lines on, at least to a certain extent, just so that you know what you're meant to be doing. Okay. Confirm. Alright, so let's go to just double check our race settings. So I got 5 rewinds on. AI, well, no, that's not gonna go to medium. Physics Pro, 90 wheelie off, corners manual, perfect. There's no traction control on the Triumph, so we will leave that off. Okay, we all ready to race. So yeah, I've gone through. I did the tutorial previously. It's fairly simple. It's not a big deal. I have to change the view every time I get onto the bike. It's really annoying right now. I'm not a super huge fan of that. Come on, here we go. Whoa, use the triple grunt. So when I played it the first time through, I actually spent a lot of money. You can really personalize your character and your bike, and so I made sure, I bought like the leathers that I actually own, and like the gloves and boots that I own and whatnot, and just spent a ton of money on that, which not necessary at all. Whoa, really wide. No, yep, that was my fault. All right, let's just throw a rewind at this. Wow, really just held on the brakes. The one thing, okay, so let's go back and talk about, let's talk about this game, how it controls. Ooh, whoa! Oh, come on, riders. That was not my fault. I just got taken out there. And some of the complaints that people seem to have with it, which aren't unfounded. So the first thing that has to be remembered about this game is that this is not a simulation game, okay? This is not iRacing, it's not Assetto Corsa, it's not Project Cars. This is like Forza, or like it is at its core a arcade racer. So it's not, going to be simulation perfect. It's not 100% physics perfect. It's got its moments. It's still, that doesn't mean it's not fun. But it's not, it's not 100%. So a lot of little things that people are looking for, like road, like feeling the road a little bit more and whatnot. Like the braking in this is really sketchy. Actually, the braking in this game is just sketchy. Period. Because you should be able to feel a little bit more, especially on a motorcycle. When you're coming into a corner, you rely on feel of traction. That was your fault, not my fault. Oops, I took that corner really badly. I'm really not actually racing very well. It's fine. But you need to know what your front tire is doing, because unlike even in a car, like if you lose traction, you don't just lock up your front. Like you don't just flat spot your tires. I mean, you crash if you lock up your front on a motorcycle. So you really need to know where that is, what's going on with your front end. And the feeling from in this right now is that it's pretty vague. You get a little bit of a warning right before the front end tucks in the game, but that's it. Like you just don't get much. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to pick up the pace here. I only have one lap and I'm already down. I'm not probably never gonna catch this guy. Probably a little late to start picking up the pace. But so it's a problem with this game that really could use a little bit of addressing. Just need a little bit more. Whoa, I really upset the front end. Oh, goodness gracious, that was close. That was very close. We just had a really big slide there. Oh, this corner doesn't really need to be braked that much. Alright, there we go. Anyways, but that's the thing. People have been saying that having racing wheels connected to the game has been crashing the game, which is a problem for people who use racing wheels in this game. I'm not. I'm just using an Xbox controller. Using a racing wheel.
You've just earned your first credits.
Oh, that's nice.
Spend credits on your bike to make it more powerful and buy new accessories. Or invest in the purchase of a new model.
I don't think I'll be doing that, but thank you. What was I saying? Yeah, using a racing wheel for this, like using a steering wheel in a motorcycle game, just seems sacrilegious to me as a bike rider. So I can't do it. But let us proceed. The big problem people have been having, and I think they've patched it. It's hard to say because Milestone, the developers of this game, haven't released any patch notes. They just kind of patched the game, and that was the end of it.
You've earned access to the Riders Leaderboard.
Yay.
Get good results to climb the rankings.
Oops. Okay. So, do I have to do this again? Or can I just move on? I can always move on, that's what you're saying. Complete in a single race. So, let's... I don't know what I want to do. Let's just move on. But let's F4 and customize the bike a bit. But the big problem people have been having is that they've been... oh, goodness gracious. Frog in the throat. They'll get so far in the game and their player files have been corrupting and they're losing everything. So That, I believe, has been patched, but like I say, they haven't been releasing any patch. They didn't release any patch notes, so they patched. There was a patch that went into the game today, but nobody knows what was in it. So we'll have to. Well, that one we'll just have to wait on. Wow, these are pricey, and they don't really help that much. We're not going to do that then. That's a not today job. Let's start. Well, let's get some braided lines. Yes. And it's just color differences, so let's just get something shiny. There we go. 100 credits. That's a good deal. Let's get some new brakes, because that's an area that needs some improvement. We got, what do we got? We got 3,500? Yeah, let's just go for the full. We'll go with the Brembo lookalikes. Yes, please. And we'll get some brake pads. Straight over to the race ones. I know I'm not reading some of this stuff because I already have. And suspension is the only other thing. Oh, I think we'll wait. Okay, let's wait for suspension. But we can do what? I'm gonna do on transmission. I can do a quick shifter. Yes. Let's get a power commander quick shifter put on there. And what can I do with the gearbox? Racing gearbox, I can't afford that. Do a new chain, but I'm not worried about that. There's like a, yeah, ECU. I can just throw a power commander on it and just get a bit more oomph. There we go. They got another one, but it's just like it's down to personal preferences which one you're going with. So I'm just gonna go with the Dino Jet because it's the name that I know. Oh, can I do an air filter? Another cheap thing, and it adds a bunch of acceleration. An exhaust. We'll do an exhaust, but not now. Maybe we won't do an exhaust. I really honestly, and it's same with my Daytona. It's got the same style exhaust on it. I really like the look of it. It's one of those ones where I'm like, oh, I'd really like to change it one of these days. For something that's, you know, a little bit more. But I just like the look of it so much. I don't know. It just blends in with the bike really well, especially on the Daytona, where you've got the side, like, I don't know, where you got the belly pan and it molds right into the belly pan. It's just like it so much. All right, so let's try our. Oh, did I not put the slicks on? Let me just double check. Oh, I can't do it now. Okay, yes, they are on. Okay, good. That's good. That's good. I'm ready to race. Let us make with the racing. So now we've got some advantages now with our new brake lines, and certainly with the slicks will be. Change the view every time. That's a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. If I got any big complaints about it so far, it's the fact that I've got to change the view every time I get on the bike. A little wide, that's fine. Let's just power through it. Whoa, whoa. That was, sketchy. Alright. Doing better in this race. Mostly because we haven't crashed yet. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Upset the front. Just about lost it there. Just about lost my voice too. But I gotta say, like, okay, so like I said, it's an arcade game, or did I say that? It is an arcade racer, which we have to remember. This isn't like a simulation. It's not Assetto Corsa. It's not Project Cars. It's not iRacing. This is just, let's have a bit of fun on a motorcycle. So maybe, yeah, maybe it could use a little bit more here and there. But I think it looks alright. I think the graphics look okay. Like, it's not too ugly. Probably slowed down a little bit too much for that corner. And it's nice, and one of the things I like about it is that, like, I've been wanting to do a racing game, and I actually really considered doing MotoGP for a long time with this game, or on the channel, because I really want to do a racing game, because I love racing games so much. But it's not something that lends itself, especially the way I play. Like, when I do, like, MotoGP, like, I play full-length races and full qualifying weekends and things, because that's just the way I like to play. That's the part that requires skill the most in racing, isn't learning to go fast around the track once. It's learning how to go fast around the track consistently, lap after lap, for many, many laps. And that's really not easy to do. And that's what takes skill. So I've wanted to do it on the... Whoop, that was bad. Wanted to do it on the channel, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it well. So when Ride was announced, I'm like, okay, well, these are going to be nice short races. You know, you can do a race or two even in an episode. It would be perfect. It's exactly the sort of thing. It's still bikes, so I still feel like I'm at home. Racing cars, like doing car racing. I've been playing Assetto Corsa a lot again recently, and that's going to be coming to the channel. Whoa, shit. As a series, but it's a very specific kind of series. It's not going to be a racing per se series. But it's really difficult for me to wrap my head around cars, like going fast in cars, because the lines that you take are different in cars, and the way that you drive them is differently. The big one with bikes is like you trail brake, which means you brake deep into the corners on bikes. Oops, that was, yeah, it's because I was just... I'm doing really bad at shifting here. Alright, here we go. Whoa, that was close. Oh, goodness, that was so close. Just trying to stay in front of this guy here, so I'm really kind of concentrating on riding defensive lines. Oops, pushed the front a little bit too far on that one. I took that corner way too slowly. Okay, this is the last lap too, so we should be coming up to the end any second. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Oh, bad things have happened. Bad things have happened. I just screwed up some gear changes and some corners, and all the hard work that I did is for naught. Alright, here we go. Nearly there. Nearly there. Come on, come on. Yes. There we go. But yeah, but honestly, and that's it. So it's a format that I can deal with on the channel, and I'm really enjoying it right now, and we'll see. The gameplay it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Is it perfect simulation racing? No. Could the AI do a little bit of tweaking? Yes. But what racing simulations AI couldn't use tweaking? I don't know. People complain about it, but really, come on, get a hold of yourselves. So yes, it's got its faults. Honestly, I think it's got a lot more polish than MotoGP 14 did. MotoGP 15 actually was just announced, I think today, actually. And I'm worried about it. It's going to be MotoGP 14, but with some of the customization things that you can do with this. You can like customize your rider a lot more, and then they've got like customize your like 3 tiers of like motorhome that you can like get. I'm like, I don't need a different kind of motorhome. I just need to good racing. That's all I care about. So we'll see how that goes. That won't be coming up onto the channel because, like I say, you guys really wouldn't sit around for 45 minutes watching a race in first-person view, and I don't know how to talk through that. Actually, I don't know if I could talk through that because I concentrate way too much on that. Because I also play on harder difficulties, so I'm like, let's just see how things go. You know, we're even on this. Like, we'll adjust the difficulty as we go. Medium, maybe to easy. When we get into the game a little bit more, I'm gonna redo this race, but that will be in the next episode. So until then, ciao, I love you. Good night.